And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful April the 8th at 12:06 in the afternoon around lunch. How are you doing? So, time the illusion. You know, I feel like if procrastination were to be a character in a film, it would be the darkest villain ever. And the reason why is because whenever you have an hour to do something, even if it takes 5 minutes to do, during that 1 hour, if you procrastinate, hypothetically, in all reality, okay, if something happens in the middle of that 30 minutes from when you could have got it done, that takes up the next 30 minutes after that, you just lost time. You control time as much as you do the weather, which is pretty much to say not at all, you know? And procrastination is the biggest, darkest villain that interrupts the freedom of getting things done early. That's why I start my morning at 4 a.m. every single day. Because if anything crazy throughout the day happens, it takes up unplanned time, I can get what I need to get done first. And I always get everything done. Getting kind of pumped up on this one. It's because I believe in it. You know, I really do. I always say it. I always believe that, you know, I feel like there's a weird sort of energy if in the dark of the night, first thing in the morning, you know, some people, they're grinding, they're exercising, they're running on a treadmill, whatever you're doing. You're doing your creative prospect of whatever it is in your life that makes you creative, that makes you you, right? By separating that time before everybody else starts, it really is special, okay? Because if anything throughout the course of the day happens, you already have that predestined, that predetermined time you have to crush everything before 6 o'clock in the morning. Even on the weekends, doesn't matter. I feel like I am and everyone could be a lot more productive in the things that they do if they just get up earlier, or if they stop procrastinating. I had so many things to do today, and up until about 6 or maybe 8 in the morning, I got a lot of them done. But I had other things to do throughout the day. It's now 12:08 p.m. And I had other things to do, but there were things that weren't planned that happened, so now I'm actually kind of behind. Here's the catch. I'm not as far behind as I could have been if I didn't start my morning earlier. There's very few periods of the day, let's just call it like the working hours of like 8 in the morning to like 6 in the afternoon, during that block, where things pop up, when they arise. Things don't typically sporadically pop up at 4:30 in the morning, at 5:30 in the morning, at 6:15 in the morning. And if it's a weekday, what's got to be popping up is you out of bed, because you got to go to work. Which is why I'm emphasizing again, 4 a.m. is such a great, great golden hour to start everything. A lot of people might say, oh, well, that's too early. I got to get my good rest. Go to bed later. You are more likely to have something pop up throughout the day that you're trying to get done at the end of the day, instead of, in the military, we call it front loading. Front loading your day. All right? Sometimes, if you're doing a tactical military march, if you are going on a hike, it's called a ruck march, or ruck hike, whatever, all right? You might carry somebody's pack, okay? And the way you do that is you put it on the front of you. You got a backpack behind you and one on the front. The whole point of this is because you can help them out, you can assist, but imagine if you assisted yourself. Imagine if that person, okay, helping you out in whatever way, took that responsibility and they put it in front of you. Imagine if you had a second, like your own personal assistant, and that personal assistant worked for you from 4 in the morning to about 6 in the morning, or at the very latest, 8 in the morning. between 2 to 4 hours every single day, how much more you can get done. You're like, man, this is the greatest. I get so much more. This is the greatest assistant ever. I'm getting so much more stuff done. Right? Procrastination is the enemy. All right? Time is an illusion. And I truly believe that if everyone, myself included, continue, and if you don't already do this, that you should start, you'll be surprised how easy it is to get so much more done and be more accomplished in everything that you do. It doesn't matter what, fill in the blank. Shooting a basketball, your golf stroke, whatever. Doesn't matter. Front load your day, get more stuff accomplished, okay? And at the very least, meditate. Think about the things that you could be accomplishing. Before you go to bed at night, you're already mentally preparing, in a sense, for the things you got to do at 0400. And if you got to go to bed, then go to bed earlier. You get a lot less stuff done at 8 and 9 o'clock at night. But those working hours of like 6 to 8 in the morning to like 6 to 8 at night, that's when stuff continuously just pops up. Distractions and blah, 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 life, whatever. So, with that being mentioned, see time for what it is. Don't let it constrain you. And give yourself more of it. Be and make and produce the opposite of procrastination, which is more time. And don't feed into less time, which is procrastination. I'm pumped up. I love talking about this part. Anyway, y'all have the best day ever. I'm Benja Welldone. Get something done. I'm out. Peace.